I'm standing against the wall when the music swells. My son's small fingers folded into mine, his shoes too tight because I couldn't afford new ones this month. My sister glides past in white, chin lifted, eyes sliding over me like I'm a stain on the marble. Earlier she leaned in and whispered it, sharp as a paper cut. "There's no seat for a poor single mom like you." So I stood, and I waited. People think revenge is loud, screaming, throwing glasses. They're wrong. Revenge is patience wearing a calm face. It's showing up exactly where you're not wanted and letting the truth do the work. I used to believe my sister and I were built from the same bones. We shared a bedroom, secrets whispered after midnight, dreams about growing up and leaving our small town together. She was the golden one. I was the backup. Still, I trusted her. When my marriage cracked and my husband left, she held my hands and told me I'd be okay. She promised family meant something. Then she met him, the groom, polished, smiling, the kind of man who learned early how to look honest. He shook my hand too firmly the first time, eyes lingering a second too long. I noticed it. I always notice. Single motherhood sharpens you. You learn to read rooms because no one is reading them for you. The changes came quietly. My sister stopped answering calls, invitations got lost, conversations shifted from warm to strategic. Then the wedding announcement came, and with it, the final demotion. I was no longer sister. I was liability. I didn't confront her. I watched. Patterns don't lie. Late appointments, a dress altered twice around the waist, the way the groom flinched when someone joked about honeymoon babies. I work intake at a private clinic, paperwork, schedules, names that pass through my hands like ghosts. One afternoon, his name appeared, not for a flu shot, for something you don't schedule unless you're hiding time. I kept my face neutral, signed the form, logged the date. That night, my sister smiled at me over dinner and said nothing. That was confirmation enough. I didn't cry. I planned. I checked dates, counted weeks, saved copies. I didn't steal anything. I didn't have to. People leave trails when they think no one is watching. I made sure my son was with me during the innocuous moments, the waiting room chairs, the elevator rides, because children absorb truths adults miss. "Why is Auntie sick?" he asked once. "She's not," I said. "She's carrying something." He nodded like that made sense. To him, it did. The wedding day arrived bright and expensive. I wore my one good dress. My sister's friend blocked the aisle when I looked for a seat. "Family only," she said, eyes flicking to my son. So we stood in the corner, exactly where my sister wanted us, exactly where everyone could see. The officiant began. Vows floated. My sister's smile stretched too wide. The groom kept adjusting his collar. Sweat beaded at his temple. Then my son tugged my hand. "Mommy," he said, voice clear in the hush between words, "about the baby in her tummy." The room inhaled as one. My sister froze. The groom's hand started to shake. He knew. He knew what he'd hidden, and he knew I knew. I said nothing. I didn't need to. Whispers rippled. Someone laughed nervously. My sister's face drained of color. The officiant stumbled. The groom looked at me, finally really looked, and I let him see it. Every receipt, every quiet calculation. The truth doesn't need embellishment. It just needs timing. The ceremony dissolved. Phones came out. Questions landed like blows. The groom's parents demanded answers. My sister tried to speak, then tried to blame me. I watched the room turn. I watched her pedestal crack. Later, when she found me near the exit, mascara streaked, voice breaking, she hissed my name like a curse. I met her eyes, calm. "You said there was no seat for me," I told her. "You didn't say I couldn't stand." I took my son home. I tucked him into bed. He fell asleep smiling, unaware of the fault line he'd exposed. In the quiet, I felt it. Not guilt, relief. The kind that comes when you stop carrying someone else's lie. They'll rebuild without me. They always do. As for me, I learned something invaluable standing in that corner. You don't need a seat at their table to flip it over. Sometimes all you need is the truth, said once at exactly the right moment.